All right, all right, all right. What is going on, all you holotable heroes? Welcome back to another Imperial Military Podcast stream. My name is Itachi, and we've got my good buddy, my friend, my pal, kind of like a brother from another mother, to be really honest with you, Evo, on as well.
How's it going?
Hey man, so look, I mean, you've helped me through 2 moves, one of which you drove 2 hours down to help drive 2 hours back up and back down. So, not everyone does that. I've helped you with your mother-in-law and stuff. So, and we have a lot of family dinners and stuff like that. So, yeah.
Yeah, man. It's only because you have the same first and last initials, you know, so.
That's the only reason why.
Yeah, that's the only reason.
All right, guys. So Evo's on tonight to join us back to our old shenanigans somewhat here on the Imperial Military Podcast Show. Obviously, Evo no longer has his free-to-play account. He's down to just one account. Yeah. He's just down to 1 account. He's still playing though, which is nice. So, what is going on out there, Sith Empire? We got Wolf in from over in my guild. So thank you guys for showing up. The Dark Lord of the Jedi. What's up, man? So glad you can make it. I know a couple more are filtering in. We have got a jam-packed episode today. I left a spot there for Evo, so we'll see if he gets over to his account to talk about it by the time we get there.
Nope.
So nope.
I can stream my World of Warcraft if you want to put something in the spot there.
RMM said, "Wait, what happened?" Oh, okay. So Evo got really heavily back into WoW, World of Warcraft, and so between it was just 2 SWGOH accounts, right? Or did you have 3?
No, it's just a 2.
So between his main account and the free-to-play IMPS account, and he had a DSA, Disney Sorcerer's Arena account. He had a, plus life and stuff like that. We both work full-time jobs and have families with younger children. And we both have spouses. So, Evo went down to his 1 account, just his main account. And I'm still playing my 3. But I've also joined him in WoW, so that has been it's been fun, man. It's actually been really fun playing WoW with Evo. So
yeah, I wasn't enjoying the mobile games anymore, so I needed to trim some of the fat and actually get back to enjoying the game. So with 1 account to focus on, being my first account and having the experience of the other accounts and all, like it's fun again. It's good to be like competitive again and just really being able to focus on one thing and not have to worry about swapping over to other accounts and all that stuff. So
yeah, so I'm glad he's happy and enjoying the game again. And like we said, I did the stream, we did a moment of silence for the IMPS Evo account. It was like a month ago, man.
Yeah.
It was literally right before April 1st. It was the week before. He was like, "Yeah, man, I'm done."
Almost 2 years on
Yep.
the account.
Almost 2 years. Yeah. So yeah, time, Armin. Exactly, time. Dark Lord says he's a busy man. He is a busy man. He's a very busy man. So I think it's funny. He replaced his SWGOH accounts and DSA accounts with tunes in WoW. So all right, guys, so we've got a kit reveal tonight, and then we'll do our normal shenanigans around our IMPS Itachi account, and we'll go from there. Yeah, so this is actually my second stream for today. I streamed Grand Arena earlier. Let's not talk about Grand Arena. Anyway, so we've got Wrecker is finally hit. Not yet hit the hollow tables, but we got the kit reveal for Wrecker. So here he is, Wrecker, Lightside, Tank, Bad Batch, Clone Trooper, Galactic Republic. Highlights: steadfast tank for Clone Troopers and Bad Batch allies. Gains Fury, which is a new mechanic, which can turn into Furious. Empowering Wrecker's abilities with additional effects. Removes stealth from enemies, aids clones with protection, recovery, and turn meter. Dark Lord says in text developer notes it said they had Bad Batch as a GAC defense team, which I thought was interesting. Well, I mean, looking at their kits, they have a lot of survivability. Being able to, like, just the first 2 have a lot of survivability, and this looks like he's about to add even more. We're getting a good tank, it looks like, from what this is reading so far. And I mean, they're gonna be an all-out team, man. Like it's 5 characters in the Bad Batch. We don't know yet how Echo's coming around. So we know after Wrecker we're gonna get Sharpshooter. It looks like for May the 4th now they pushed back that original character reveal. We could be wrong. This could be the May the 4th one. Could be Echo. It could be Echo. They could throw us all for a loop and be like, "Ah, gotcha," right? Because it's CG, right? It could be Bad Batch Echo, but let's get into it. So, resilient clone trooper who protects his allies and gets empowered when taking damage. All right, so basic, the cavalry. Ooh, looks like he's laying into that droidica with that basic ability. All right, let's read this. Final text: deal physical damage to target enemy if the target enemy was target locked, which we already know Tech does. Inflict speed down for 2 turns. Man, this team is going to be heavy debuff team, man. Like, you've got expose from Hunter, you've got target lock from Tech, and now we're getting speed down on a basic with my man's Wrecker here. So, and then here's that Furious, that new ability, and it says attack again. So he's gonna do this twice if he's Furious. So that's a pretty cool animation there. By the way, I've been loving. Have you played the Marquee events, Evo?
I played the one. I mean, I didn't really spend time watching it. Though, if you're about to go into something.
So I am the beginning. The first cutscene going into the Marquee is pretty damn good. Like, they did a good job with that. I feel like I don't remember having any other Marquees where they do something like that. Do you?
Marquee? No, not really.
Yeah, usually just you go and do the battle and that's it, right?
Yeah, it's usually like you're just kind of explaining the whatever ability you're using for that round.
So having a little cinematic there at the beginning was nice. Let me catch up here. Dark Lord says, what if Echo is the next Marquee and maybe there is another Marquee just not on the calendar? RMM says, that's my guess. So yeah, actually, if you guys haven't seen the video I put out on Wednesday, take a look at that. A lot of speculation there. All right, so moving on. Special number 1 is I hate that word. Cooldown of 2. So he's doing a squat here. Oh, he's flexing. He's flexing. I hate that word. Final text. Clone Trooper allies.
Hold on, but I need some Bad Batch education here. Do we know the word that he hates?
I'd have to find it. I don't remember what the word is.
We're gonna need to know that. I mean,
yeah, hold on.
I gotta know.
What word does Wrecker hate? Oh, stealth. He hates stealth.
Really?
Yeah.
Interesting.
Stealth is the one he hates. He likes to blow stuff up. That's right. He wants to blow everything up. I remember that.
I'm giving that one to the Dark Lord of the Jedi. I think he had it before you searched it.
Oh, he does. Stealth is the one he hates. I'm pretty sure he did. All right. So, Clone Trooper allies recover protection equal to 5% of Wrecker's max protection. So just right there, you're going to want to, I mean, he's a tank, right? So you're going to want to do health and protection on this guy. Speed isn't necessarily a big thing for tanks typically because you want them taunting as long as possible. But max protection has a lot to do with max health in this game. So you're going to want to go a little bit heavier on the health side. That's probably why he removes stealth. Hey, there you go. Wrecker gains 1 fury for each stealth character, then dispel stealth from all enemies. Interesting. So think about just going up against General Grievous, right? Because that whole team is stealth if Magna Guard is in there. With General Grievous, that means he's going to get 4 fury for each stealth character. So not just your opponent. So remember, Hunter can put the entire team under stealth. So you can really maximize this and get this up to 9 fury when he does this. If you do the stealth with Hunter, and you're playing against General Grievous, for example, like this sounds like a General Grievous killer team from what I'm seeing so far. Anyways, then dispel stealth from all enemies. Yeah, we're just gonna take your stealth away, Grievous. Not that's what that looks like right there. So Furious. So if he has Furious, Bad Batch allies recover protection equal to 20% of Wrecker's max protection. Holy crap. Bad Batch allies gain 10% turn meter for each character who is stealth. Holy moly. That's crazy. Now, granted, like, that Grievous team doesn't go back under stealth very often. So this is going to be, you're probably looking at like 50% turn meter if you have your team stealthed. Once he gains Furious, because I'm assuming these stacks of Fury have to do something with Furious. It would just make sense. Dark Lord said he should start with at least 5 Fury. Oh, that'd be nice. All right, so special number 2 is a cooldown of 3. It's called Wrecking Ball. Check that out. He is taking a B1 battle droid and slinging it across the battlefield. It's like it's an AoE. That's pretty cool. They're really stepping up the animations, man. The art department. Final text.
That is nice.
Final text. Deal physical damage to all enemies. Gain taunt for 2 turns. All clone trooper allies gain defense up and tenacity up for 2 turns. All right, so this is going to help him to protect his team even more. It's an AoE, so he's going to hit everybody on the team. He's going to gain taunt for 2 turns. And then he's going to give your team some more survivability, defense up, and tenacity up for 2 turns. So we got max protection, defense up, tenacity up. Holy moly. If he's Furious, he's going to inflict stun on all enemies for 2 turns. Nuts. That's nuts. All right, unique 1. It's a Zeta, Dauntless Commando. Final text. At the start of battle, Wrecker gains plus 20% max health and max protection for each other Bad Batch ally. So that's 80% max health and max protection once we have a full Bad Batch team. Wow. Wrecker gains 1 stack of Fury for each clone trooper and each Bad Batch ally. What? Hold on. So this is at the start of battle. Yeah, at the start of battle, he's going to get 1 stack of Fury for each clone trooper and Bad Batch ally. So that's 2 per Bad Batch ally because they're clone trooper and Bad Batch. So we have 5. That's starting off the battle with 10. 10 stacks of Fury. Whenever Wrecker gains stealth, he dispels it and gains taunt for 1 turn. Okay, so if he gets stealth, he's going to immediately dispel and gain taunt. So some of these other things, so it looks like we're only going to be able to get 40%, potentially, maybe more if you're going up against Grievous, honestly. I mean, you're probably talking about 80% turn meter for each character who is stealth for Bad Batch allies. I kind of read ahead here while I was in this unique. So whenever Wrecker takes damage from an enemy, he gains 1 stack of Fury. At 10 stacks, he loses all stacks of Fury and gains Furious for 2 turns, which can't be copied, dispelled, or prevented. When Wrecker gains Furious, he gains taunt for 1 turn. So he's going to pre-taunt. He's going to pre-taunt. Once we get the rest of the last 2 Bad Batch characters, he's going to pre-taunt. So look, at the start of the battle, Wrecker gains plus 20% max health and max protection for each other Bad Batch ally. So he's going to gain 80% max health and protection at the start of the battle. Wrecker gains 1 stack of Fury for each clone trooper and each Bad Batch ally. All the Bad Batch allies, all the Bad Batch are Bad Batch plus clone trooper. It doesn't say for each other, so it includes himself. So that is 10 stacks of Fury at the beginning of start of the battle. Whenever Wrecker gains stealth, he dispels that, whatever. So he's going to get the 10 stacks. At 10 stacks, he loses all stacks of Fury and gains Furious for 2 turns. For Wrecker, who likes stuff to be simple, his kit isn't.
Yeah.
I mean, it's not as bad as some of the other ones that are out there, to be honest with you. But, I mean, he's literally going to have 10 stacks at the start of the battle if you have a full Bad Batch team. Because they're going to get 2 stacks of Fury. He's going to get 2 stacks per clone trooper per each one of the Bad Batch, right? Because they're Bad Batch plus clone trooper. That'd be 10 stacks of Fury at the beginning of the battle. So, which means he's going to pre-taunt. He's going to taunt for 1 turn at the beginning of the battle. And he's going to lose. And he's going to get Furious, which means all these abilities at the beginning of the battle he's going to have. Now, I'm assuming that part is probably the Zeta portion of it. I would assume, maybe not. I don't know. Some of these, one of these parts are going to be the Zeta portion. I'm thinking this part right here, the second part of the paragraph, maybe is where he gets that. Maybe it's the Fury, but my guess would be on these at 10 stacks. No, because I guess he'd still have to get Furious. It's built into his kit. That means the rest of his kit is meaningless without the Zeta. I don't know. We'll see what happens. And what they do there. But Furious abilities gain additional effects. Gain Fury. Yeah. So we've seen that here. That's crazy. That's crazy. Dark Lord says they are definitely looking like a GOTB team. Oh yeah, for sure. For sure. You didn't think of that? What didn't you think of, Dark Lord? I'm not too sure what you were referencing when I was talking.
I think he was talking. That's when you were talking about the 10 stacks of Fury at the beginning and getting Furious right away.
Oh, okay.
I think that was around the time it popped out, but wait for him to chime in there.
So, but yeah, that's I think that's going to be pretty awesome. I don't know. What do you guys think? I mean, like Dark Lord says, definitely looking like a light side GOTB team for sure. It's probably going to kick butt. It's much needed for light side GOTB. Light side GOTB is still, I mean, in my opinion, it's pretty tough.
Yeah. I mean, how far is your main guild getting on it?
I don't remember.
I think we're gonna get 7 or 8 in the guild that we're in now. So
yeah, we'll get like 7 or 8. Let's see if I can find.
There's only, I mean, shoot, I've got 1 or 2 teams I can use right now on the light side. I gotta work on my Jedi. But,
yeah, the same. I mean, Jedi. I kind of started figuring out. I probably should have looked into some stuff, but I started figuring out some of the mechanics a little bit better. This light side TB. So I'll be able to apply those the next time going forward. Like I figured some of it out like in the middle of the territory battle, and I was like, oh, light bulb. Let me see if I can find it.
Not too graphic, I hope. There are children watching.
Light side. So our best is like 14 stars on light side TV.
Oh, nice.
Yeah. So and the last one we did, because we're not doing it this time. The one time doing light side off. So last month we did 13 stars and we got 7 cam shards. So, which is the cam shards were actually an improvement from the previous month.
Ooh.
Yeah, we got 14 stars, but we only got 3 cam shards. So. Oh, okay. So, I'm excited about this. I hope you guys are too. This looks I mean, this team is looking legit. So you got to think we've got Bad Batch is going to take up 5 out of 6. In my opinion, 5 out of 6 of the marquees.
Have a good one, Dark Lord. Thanks.
Oh, all right, Dark Lord. Have a good one, man. I think Bad Batch is going to take up 5 out of our 6 marquees that we're supposed to be getting between April and May. So this is the last one for April, so that's 3, which means we're getting 3 more in May. But I could be wrong. I don't think Bad Batch Echo warrants having a legendary event for. But a lot of people in the community think it is going to be a legendary event. So we'll see what happens. All right. Let's get over to the IMPS account, guys. And we will do our rundown of the IMPS and then probably head out of here because I don't think Evo is doing his account tonight.
Nope.
All right, so here we are, arena rank 135. We're rocking gas. I got the clones up to relic 5, which is nice. I mean, I still want to take them up to relic 7, but they're at relic 5. I can typically climb slightly above 100, which is good. So I get top 100 every day. Fleet arena, I'm starting to dip here. I think I really need to take Grievous to relics. What I had him relic? No, I don't. So I need to take Grievous to relics and get him to that next phase there.
It's lacking over there, man.
I know. I got so much stuff to work on, man. It's hard free to play. It's not like I can go spend money on crystals and just, hey, let me finish relicking Grievous real quick. Grand Arena. So Grand Arena Championships. We're about a quarter way into Kyber. I don't know if I'm going to hit Kyber on this account. We had some really rough time earlier with this season of Grand Arena, and now it's coming to the close. This is the last week. So we have 2 more actual battles. Maybe we get there, but I don't think we are. I did win today's battle, which was nice. I got an auto set, so wasn't able to full clear, but we did win. Now, moving on. So close to getting D-Rev to gear 12. Just right there. Right there, right? This is the last piece I need. I'm at 34 out of 50. So it's coming. He'll definitely be there by next Grand Arena. I need to get Basilishan Fallen there. I haven't worked on Zalabar that much outside of his mods. His mods are coming along. And that's because I've been working on Darth Revan. I'm going to work on Bastila, and then I'll move over to Zalabar. But I need to get these guys to gear 12. I need to get Zalabar to gear 11, gear 12, somewhere around there. And then, believe it or not, I'll be ready to go do Malik, just like that. Now, we are still missing a Zeta on Darth Revan. So I need 7 more Zetas for that. So right around the corner for that, and he'll be Zetaed out, and then we'll get him to gear 12. And then we just really need to work on Zalabar. As I said last time, I am working towards Slicker. I know I had this conversation the other day with someone over in the Discord. The reason I'm going for Slicker as opposed to Sith Eternal, Sith Eternal is probably a little easier to get, seeing as he does not require a capital ship and stuff like that, and the ships that go into achieving or unlocking that capital ship. However, as we continue to move forward in galactic power, because I'm at 2.8 million GP now, we're already seeing a lot of galactic legends. Most of the galactic legends I'm seeing right now are Sith Eternal. I don't see very many Slickers. I don't see very many Rays. I don't see very many Jedi Master Lukes. It's mostly Sith Eternal because he is the easier to get. However, from an all-around standpoint, one, crew is actually First Order with crew is actually a really good team prior to getting Slicker unlocked, especially on defense. He can be tricky, he can be hard to get through. Can you still get through them? Absolutely. But you could be, again, soaking up one of those meta type teams on a not so meta team just because of how difficult it can be to get through crew. So, in the first order. So we're working towards that. Crew's maxed out at 7 stars. We're going to have to gear him, relic him. It's going to take me a while. It's free to play, right? I'm not spending any money on this. But General Hux is right now one of my hard node farms. And we are currently at 134. So starting to get close to that 5-star area there. My other hard node farm is Sith Trooper, a little bit farther along. He's at 148, so he's already at 5 stars. As you can see, not activated yet. And then in Cantina is Kylo Ren. So OG Kylo with the mask on, not those luscious locks sitting out.
I don't know if he's born with it or if it's Maybelline, but yeah, those luscious locks are nice.
So he's at 293, so literally right around the corner from 7 stars. We can activate him, start working on his gear and stuff like that. No, I know I have yet to actually activate Sith Empire Trooper and Sith Marauder, which is why they're up here. Again, I'm free to play, so I only want to work on a couple of characters at a time while I'm doing gear, right? So right now, my most immediate thing is getting Darth Revan Bastila to gear 12, then getting Zalapar to about gear 11, so I can go do the Malak event and start farming Malak out of the store, the guild event store. So that's my main immediate focus right now, and that's what we're working on. So once we get there, once I can drop these 2 off of gear 12, I'll go ahead and activate. We'll have D-Rev soon, probably by the end of the week. And then I can activate probably Sith Empire Trooper, maybe Sith Marauder, I don't know which one, and we'll start working on their gear. I'll probably do Sith Marauder. Sith Marauder is a little easier to gear than Sith Empire Trooper, but either one will be good. And then once we, knock Bastila off the list, I'll go ahead and bring up the other one and get them to at least gear 12. And then we'll work on gear 13 relics, just like I did with Gas and Padme. So I take these a little bit at a time. That's why, like, Slicker is by the end of the year. I want to have Slicker. It's a long-term goal. There's a lot of characters that go into it and they have to be relicked. So that's where we're at. If you're wondering why I have Quill here, I can't remember which one of these gear pieces it is, but one of these gear pieces are good for farming relic material, so that's why he's up here. All right, let's go down the list. Galactic Legends, yeah, nope. I mean, we're working towards Supreme Leader, but yeah, it's a end of the year type of thing. By the end of the year, hopefully we have him. All right, let's go to the 501st. As you guys know, they are looking quite sexy. We haven't really touched them in a while as far as relics go or anything like that. And that's because we have moved focus over to Darth Revan. Relic 5, especially for a free-to-play account, is a good stopping point unless you need to be working towards like a Galactic Legend or something that requires you to have Relic 7. So that's why I've actually stopped these guys. Hard stop at Relic 5. Gas is at Relic 7 because I need him to be Relic 7 to go up against the Darth Revans and stuff like that in the game. So we've got our Bad Batch tag here. There's my 50 shards of Hunter and Tech, 100% free to play, as you guys can see. No money spent, $0 down. Now, I know Eva's going to give me crap about these bounty hunters.
Just the one.
Kind of been sitting here
just the one
like this for like probably like 6 months. Bosca's needed the same 3 pieces for relic for probably about a good 6 months. I probably could have taken him to gear 13 by now. But on the flip side of that, my Grief Karga is almost at 7 stars, and that's really exciting for me and will probably make me kind of move towards focusing a little bit more on bounty hunters throughout this year, because Grief Karga does some phenomenal things with bounty hunters. I mean, I can throw him in with what I've got with Boss, Boba Fett, Jango Fett, and Dengar, get these guys moved up a little bit, and that's going to be a scary team on defense, especially if I, relic my Boss. All right. Moving on to Empire. So Empire is going to get some love here very soon. Mostly because Emperor Palpatine needs to be Relic 7 for Slicker. And because of that, I'll start working on Darth Vader, getting him relics. And then we'll slowly kind of move into Sith Eternal stuff as we go along, and we're working on these characters and ships and stuff for Slicker. So we'll start working towards getting Grand Admiral Thrawn to relic. And then I'll start working on Stark and Veers and Grand Moff Tarkin, and we'll eventually get to where we need to get to. Obviously, with that, we're going to have to farm Admiral Piet at some time for that. So that's going to be a long farm, at the very least 3 months, if not longer. All right, moving on to Ewokins. Not much going on with these guys. They've just been chilling here where they're at, and they will continue to chill here where they're at. Gear 11 is actually a pretty good spot for these guys, just enough to trip somebody up in Grand Arena on a back wall or something like that, which they typically do for me. The First Order, obviously, as you guys know, this is our focus. Once I'm done farming Kylo Ren, I'll be moving on to First Order Executioner over in Cantina. As you guys can see, yeah, good old Fox. So as you guys can see, Phasma and First Order Officer, they're done. They're ready to be activated and start to working on their gear. But like I said, I'm taking this slow, right? This isn't, I got to get this done right now. Right now, my focus is Darth Revan and Darth Malak. So once I get Darth Revan, Darth Malak done, I'll be able to go ahead and move over to those other guys.
This is my boy. Man, it's like a truck.
Headset died on me. All right, there we go. Headset's back up. So yeah, once I get through Darth Revan, Darth Malak, getting those guys to at least Relic 5, I can really focus in and hone in on this First Order team. Right now, I'm working on star count. And so, whereas with Darth Revan, we're working on gear. And that's where I'm going to kind of be at right now. So, G-Rep Galactic Republic is the pride and joy of this account. Ladies and gentlemen, I got to relic my Shock T the other day. Look at her. She's looking all pretty and glowy. But this is by far, I went head first into prequel content. We went, I went Geos into Padme, into like General Grievous and droids, and then into gas. Like, I hit this hard and with a purpose. Took me a little bit longer. If you guys remember on Evo's Imps account, he actually was already into Darth Revan. I think he had just unlocked Darth Malak, or was pretty darn close. But he went Jedi Knight Revan, and he got Darth Malak. He had Padme as well, along with Geos. But I really honed in on relicking these characters. That's what I did on this account. So they look pretty. This is a very proud accomplishment for me. I mean, you can see Padme's at Relic 6, Jedi Knight Anakin's at Relic 6, which is nice actually, because he's needed for Sith Eternal at Relic 7. So we're one relic away for Jedi Knight Anakin. So this team has served me well and continues to serve me well. And as we get into Slicker and things like that, I can start putting my Padme on defense comfortably. Man, I'm excited about that. All right, Geos. I've actually been taking my leftover ship currency to work on trying to get Brood Alpha to Relic. So I've actually been working on that. Ooh, hello. So this is coming along gear piece by gear piece. I'll move over to this MK12 Armortech Fusion Furnace prototype. And so then I'll only need one more piece to get Geonosis Brood Alpha to gear 13, which is actually really nice. Getting Geos, most of these guys outside of Poggle to gear 13 is big. Geo Soldier is almost to Relics as well. And as you guys know, he's actually needed over in for your ships. I'll actually do, since they need the same piece, I'll actually do Soldier before I do Brood, just because his ships. So he's used with our Malevolence fleet, and so taking him to Relics just helps us propel that fleet up to the next level. Poggle will remain at gear 12. Imperial Remnant, not really working on this team. So I mean, Moff Gideon, Dark Trooper are phenomenal, but I want to see what else they do with this, and so this is a later on down the road team for me. Which leads us into Imperial Troopers. Obviously, these guys are going to start getting worked on soon as we move into our Empire after Slicker. Again, this is probably more so, I mean, this is longer term, so these guys do need to go to at least gear 12 this year, just so we kind of stay on pace here with what's going on. Jawas, nah, nothing going on there with those guys. Jedi. So my Jedi, this is a project for this year. So this year is like Slicker and then catch up with everything else. Grandmaster Yoda, Hermit Yoda, Basilishan, Jolie Bindo. These guys need to go to Relics. I mean, Basila, I can probably survive with her being at gear 12, but it'd be nice to take her to Relics, have a Relic 5 Jedi team, Relic 5 Sith Empire team, you know, and then we'll have our Relic 6 and 5 Padme team, Relic 7 and 5 Gas team. I mean, that's some good places to be at. There's some good, strong DAC efficiency characters there that'll help us out really, really well. Mandalorian, not really doing anything with this. They're just chilling. Night Sisters. This is another faction I'd love to get into. Obviously, with having a Relic 4 Asajj Ventress, like, she is just going to waste right now. Because I don't have any of the other Night Sisters worked on. Old Republic, obviously this is my focus right now with Zalabar. As you guys can see, we've got Cantorus to gear 12, he's ready to go. I mean, really, Basilishan, Jolie Bindo, Jedi Knight Revan, Mission Vow, Carthanasi, these guys are all good to go. We just need to get Zalabar to gear 11, gear 12. Dark Lord of Jedi says, I wish Night Sisters had a legendary. Oh my gosh, those sisters are already hard enough. I couldn't imagine a legendary character with them. They have stood the test of time. Rebels. Yeah, that about sums up Rebels. I mean, these they need to be worked on. I really need to work towards CLS, and then I need to work on my Chewie, my Han Solo for sure. The Rebel fleet is just so important in this game right now. It's not even funny. It's very important in this game right now. The problem is the underlying characters that go along with it. I mean, now Wedge and Biggs, they're needed for, you know, Jedi Master Luke. But most of the other ones just aren't used for anything. And so taking them to Relic, I mean, outside of the ships. So taking them to Relics is just like, it's not a priority. I mean, R2, the more important characters in here are R2-D2, Chewbacca, Han Solo. You have Mon Mothma, 3PO and Chewie. And like that's really it. I mean, CLS, yes. But like, oh, and C3PO. Can't forget C3PO. He's already relicked. He's relic 5. But that's like those are the like big characters for this game. CLS has stood the test of time as far as being one of the first legendaries. First couple of legendaries that came out in the game, has continued to stand the test of time. Han Solo got reinvigorated with Chewbacca coming out, original trilogy Chewbacca. So outside of that, I mean, R2D2 isn't used very much. Dark Lord says, I don't find them worth farming if they don't lead somewhere and or have ships with interest as an exception. Oh, okay. So Night Sisters are actually, be honest with you, a good Night Sister team is really tricky on defense, especially once you get into relics with Old Daka and Talzin. In Grand Arena defense, that's where they really shine. Grand Arena territory wars. And they actually do really well, pretty good in Dark Side territory battles, Geo Dark Side territory battles. I do have them on an account, actually really well worked, so I get to see how they work there. But no, I feel you, man. It is hard, especially when you're free to play, to go through some of those side teams like that, like Night Sisters, that are good, but outside of that stuff, you know, maybe something that matters a little farther down the road. There's just so much in the game to farm. I agree. So yeah, but those are my rebels. Moving on to Viva la Resistance. Yeah, we're not doing anything here. I probably should activate my Poe Dameron, but I'm not working on resistance right now. So, you know, Galactic War can continue to give me shards of Poe Dameron, and so we'll just convert them at some point into shard shop currency. I'm gonna have like 1,000 Poe Dameron shards by the time I'm ready to work on resistance. That's crazy. 450 shards of him.
You could have a double Dameron.
Yeah. All right. Scoundrels. I don't know why I went to Scoundrels. Separatists. All those characters are in other factions. Separatists. So yeah, here you go. Relic 4 droids. I could probably try to take those guys up to Relic 5. I need to take... Grievous is another character that I've had Gear 12 plus 3. The same side, just like Boss for a long time. So this is just like another character I also need to get to Gear 13. Promote Poe. Promote Poe. I didn't mean to back out to that. So yeah, my Separatists. What I haven't worked on is like my Newt Count Dooku team, and that's what I look at my Newt. My Newt's got 442 shards. What is going on here? So yeah, Newt and Poe apparently need to be activated and promoted. But yeah, Count Dooku, Newt Gunray. Newt Gunray with his unique ability is a really good character, actually. Very annoying. Viceroy's Reach. Oh my gosh. I hate seeing Newt Gunray in Grand Arena. Especially Newt Gunray with Imp's Nest. I'm just like, oh my gosh. The most annoying characters ever all on one team. Newt Gunray, Count Dooku, Imp's Nest. So annoying. Alright. Sith. Promote Poe and Newt. Hashtag promote Poe and Newt. So Sith is a little lackluster. Darth Maul's almost at 400 shards too. What is going on? Again, another character that's not needed until we get into Sith Eternal, but my Sith do need some love. They do need some love. But we're starting to get there, right? We got Darth Revan, Basilisk Sean Fallen, that we're working on now. Darth Revan is about to be Gear 12. Palpatine is one piece away from Gear 12. So these things are starting to pick up. They're not where they should be at this point, but they're starting to pick up. By this point, my Palpatine and Vader should have already been gear 12 at the very least. Vader probably relicked, based off of the rework that we got last year around this time. Jesus, it's been a year since his rework. So they definitely need some work. And right now, like I said, it's all about Darth Revan. So D-Rev, Bastila Fallen. We should be able to go in and start doing Darth Malak event here soon. And so then I'm probably going to really deep dive into Sith. So again, Sith Empire is looking the same as it did. We'll be getting to Darth Malak here soon. Sith Empire Trooper and Sith Marauder are done. HK 47, gear 11. We'll probably still take HK to at least gear 12. But I'll probably rest and chill out on HK for a little while as I do Sith Empire Trooper, Sith Marauder, and Darth Malak, along with D-Rev and Bastila Fallen. Those are my 5 to really concentrate on. So HK 47 does come in handy in 3v3 because usually I use Darth Malak for solos. And so, yeah. And then I'll typically use like Sith Empire Trooper or Sith Marauder with like a an actual Sith team. So that'll be good. All right, so those are my characters. Let's head over to ships, and we'll go light side, dark side. Actually, let's do this. Let's do capital ship, then light side, dark side. So cap ships, currently working towards negotiator, 6 stars. Malevolence has been at 7 stars, Endurance 7 stars, Executrix Helm 1 all at 7 stars. I know my Chimera has been at 6 stars forever. As you saw, my characters that are rebels that are also happen to be pilots for fleets, I have not worked on them, and because I have not worked on them, I cannot get past this event. They need to be a little bit more geared to be able to get through that event. So light side. Light side, Rex's Arc 170. This is taking forever to farm because it only shows up in the fleet store. So almost to 7 stars. Well, or at least we're on our way to 7 stars. Rebel Y-Wing is my current fleet farm. And that also gives us those beautiful Grief cargo shards as well. Both almost at 7 stars. So we'll be wrapping this up here soon. The rest of this, these guys are pretty much hashtag Relic Vader. I'm right there with you, Dark Lord. For the Newt team, who is better, Dooku or Jango? You should probably use both. If you're doing 5v5, you should have Newt, Dooku, Jango. Newt, Dooku, Jango. Wat Tambor, and then Emphas Nest. Because what happens is Dooku puts all of your separatists under stealth, and then your opponent is forced to hit Emphas Nest. Emphas Nest counterattacks all the time and usually takes apart the other team. Meanwhile, you'll have Dooku that stuns. And with the burning from Jango Fett and him being able to just do mass damage and have the damage immunity, it's pretty big. So yeah, I'm pretty much just working on Rebel Y-Wing. Bittleby Y-Wing done 7 stars. Most of these ships are 7 stars. Han's Millennium Falcon is not, so we need to get that there. And then, we get down here to, this is what's needed for, Radis. Some of these guys, actually, all 3 of these guys are. Ebon Hawk is actually, I believe, needed for General Hux's ship. So this is something I need to start farming soon. And this is a Cantina battle farm. So after we're done with Fox, we'll hop right in there and get that done. Which shouldn't take us very long. So that's our light side. Dark side, a lot of hashtags. Yeah, it happens when you're free to play. I do need to finish TIE Silencer. That's another Cantina farm. I stopped at 25 out of 100 so I could work on Kylo Ren. So I'll hop back into this as well. I actually hop back into this before I go and do Ebonhawk. I, for whatever reason, never finished Slave 1. So that'll be my next ship farm after I finish up the Rebel Y-Wing. IG 2000, I still need to take the 7 stars. I need my bounty hunters to be at 7 stars so I can take my Millennium Falcon, Han's Millennium Falcon, up to 7 stars as well. So Xanadu Blood is done, Houndstooth is done. It's just IG 2000 and Slave 1. Both are on that 6-star march. So, but haven't been a huge focus so far. Tide Advance is almost at 7 stars. I've been like getting this here and there. I've really been focusing in on Zetas over in the store. And then we got to work on the First Order ships. Kylo Ren's command shuttle. First Order TIE. Well, SF TIE Fighter actually is not needed for Finalizer, but it's a First Order ship. You're going to want it with the Finalizer ship anyways. Capital ship. And you got to farm this guy for Supreme Leader Kylo Ren anyway. First Order TIE Fighter is done. Dark Lord says, I have so many Cantina farms I need to do. I'm working on Candyman. But then I need Hera to 7, then Moff Gideon, the Arc Trooper. Yeah, I mean, there's a lot of stuff in Cantina. The good thing is Cantina goes much faster than hard modes. So that's where we're at there. And then I'll probably come back and polish up my Imperial fleets with Chimera. TIE Bomber we'll need for Sith Eternal, so we'll have to work on that anyway. So yeah, that's ships. Shipments. Shipments are pretty easy. You guys know what to do here. Go ahead and get all these right here as they refresh every couple of hours. Weekly shipments, really easy. Those come out every Friday. Don't miss them. Cantina Battle Store, I'm now doing shipbuilding material. Guild Store, this has been going into First Order SF TIE Fighter and the pilot right here. Squad Arena is going into Prestige and Galactic War. These, I'm farming these maxed out ships to dump into Shard Store. Now, I typically, you guys see me skip the mod store. I go in the mod store. It's good to go in the mod store. I have a problem where I will go in here and like I'll just go on these spending sprees in the mod store. Typically you want to get stuff that makes sense, or has speed secondaries. So speed is still very much a huge part of this game. And so the more speed secondaries you can get, the better. So I'm gonna use this on the Zetas. I'm trying to finish off Darth Revan right now. So Guild Event Store, we're saving Get 1 for Malik, so I'm at 26.2k. Get 2 is going straight into Negotiator. Championship Store, this is just all about gear. Pretty easy here. Typically, if I don't have anything down there, I'll get whatever these are that are here. Injector cell salvages and stuff like that for gear 13. And then Shard Store, again, this is just going into gear that is needed. I'll grab here as well. So, that is everything, my friends. Evo's actually not going over his account tonight, so thank you guys so much for stopping by. Dark Lord of the Jedi. Shout out to RMM. Wolf over at Exodus, and I'd like to thank my guild from my main account, Exodus. They've been showing up quite a bit here for the videos. Thank you guys so much for all that love and support. And thank you to the entire Sith Empire, guys. We are growing on a daily basis again. Thank you guys so much for spreading out that word. You know, we've got some newer faces like Dark Lord of the Jedi coming in, RMM, and OG, original supporter of the channel. Thank you so much, guys, for all your love and support. All right, My name is Itachi, and he is
Evo.
And we're going to go get out of here, guys. You guys have a fantastic day. And until next time, I'm going to go ahead and throw up the deuces. Peace out, y'all.